Alright, so we've ran into a technical difficulties here getting things working and loaded in. So we'll keep you updated once we know what's going on.
Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself out from the roof. Cause you fucking love it when I feel. Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself out from the roof. Cause you fucking love it when I feel. Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself out from the roof. Cause you fucking love it when I feel. Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself out from the roof. Cause you fucking love it when I feel.
Alright, we're still having technical difficulties with the spectator. It is just not allowing us to get in. So we are just trying to fix that, trying to figure out a way around it. The race is supposed to start here in about a couple of minutes. We have missed qualifying. I don't know what has happened. Just trying to get in was very difficult. So Thought we fixed the issue, but we did not. So just trying to figure out another way around it. So please stay tuned. We'll be. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into round number 2 here at the Apollo Racing Club Indycar League on iRacing. We're just getting loaded in here now that we might have been able to at least do something here to give everybody, a guide through what's going on. We are at Gateway tonight. First time we've been here at Apollo Racing Club. It's a mile, 1.25 miles, so pretty much a short track. The way that it looks out and the way that it lays out is very interesting because you have turns 1 and 2 that is a little bit smaller. You're going to have to lift a lot more through turns 1 and 2, and it's not nearly as long as 3 and 4, so it's a very interesting short track of race. Not very big of banks. There's a little bit of banking, but not too much. So all these drivers in these Indy cars are going to have to just really back off, especially going through 1 and 2. If you've ever followed NASCAR, you would have seen what NASCAR went through when they raced here at Gateway this year. And there was chaos to be done in that race. So this is going to be an interesting race for sure in the IndyCar. The race is probably already started. I do apologize for missing the start, just with the technical difficulties that we went through just before we were going to go live here. Just came right into play. So we do apologize about that, but we'll get into the racing action here at Gateway. So I hope you guys are having a good night watching here on Thursday night. Every week we have IndyCar racing. Great track. Looking at the standings here, Brandon Welsh is the current man in the lead. He picked up the first win last week at Long Beach. So some good times coming in from him. He had a very fortunate situation when Joseph DuPont crashed out of the race in the lead, and that gave Brandon Welsh the first win of the season. So going to get very interesting here. Again, first time here at Gateway, so we have no previous winners. Everybody will run that primary tire, unlike last week. If you joined us last week and you had some questions and never seen an IndyCar race. So I'm assuming I'm in. So I don't know what's going on here. Okay, there we go. Now we got her working again here. I do apologize once again. Just trying to get everything back in order for me. So here we go. We are into this race. James Williamson currently out in that lead. Right behind him, Jax Hedcox, as well as Tanner Long, Austin Armstrong, R.G. Conley in 5th place. So these guys are absolutely trying to get something done here at Gateway. So we are going quick through here. So it looks like everybody, we've done about 5 laps here, so we are pretty far behind into this. Once again, I do apologize. I wish I was a little bit better prepared. So let's take a look at this battle for first place. It's only a 1.5 second gap with those people. That's going to be Williamson and Hedgecox. Alright, so apparently BattleBox is not working tonight, so... Oh, that's working now. So the battle for first, not even close enough that this is considering anything. Battle for second, a little bit closer. Let's take a look here at the intervals. So there we go. We have a battle for pretty much fourth right now. Austin Armstrong back there. Oh, a move coming out from R.J. Conley around the outside through 3 and 4. Gets the job done. He makes a nice job on the corner exit. And now here we go through turns 1 and 2. Conley just absolutely driving away here in a P5. He's chasing down Austin Armstrong. He's able to get a little bit of a run going here. 0.3 of a second as they come down into turns 3 and 4. But this is what exactly I was talking about with turns 3 and 4 being completely different than regular. Now you're seeing, looks like Schofield is trying to make a move here. He's looking on the outside as they come through 3 down the front straight, and now into turns 1 and 2. He's on the outside. He has a good run. He's able to keep it going there. Oh, and RJ Conley, he's absolutely puts him over. Just had a lot of understeer coming out of the corner and took out, who was that? That was Peyton Schofield, who will not be happy after that one. That's going to bring out a caution. So, but Williamson having a great first stint here in that car. This is exactly what you like to see here on IndyCar Racing Night. So the full order looks like this. James Williamson in first. Jax Hedgecox in second, Tanner Long in third, Austin Armstrong fourth, RJ Conley fifth, Alex Rose is in sixth place, Brody Gardner in seventh place, Cody Barrett in eighth, Chip Michaels in ninth, and Brandon Welsh in 10th. Let's go ahead and see if we can see a replay of what happened here. He just gets spun around. Show that one more time. Getting spun around by RJ Conley. That brought out the caution. Able to keep going. So Austin Armstrong into the pit lane now. Getting some fresh tires.
Car's not turning on. Cars are not started, so if you turn them off when they're not in the pit box, they won't turn on.
Okay, cool. Want to have that happen again. So now everybody lining back up. Let's take a look outside of the top 10. Charles Bertram in 11th. John Krauser, who got a podium last week, got second place, and he's in the 12th spot. Peyton Schofield, after that spin, falls into that 13th position. Craig Bray in 14th. Colin Kinzer in 15th. Andrew Surowick, who is down 11 positions currently, is down in 16th. Nick Jude in 17th, Mark Feeney in 18th, Eric Olivia in 19th, Matthew Rice in 20th, Mark Harrison in 21st, Armstrong coming out in that final position. So we'll take a look back up at the top here. James Williamson still out in that lead. So they should be going green here. Take a look at the gains here. Jack Hedgecox able to get a 19 positions from the start of this race, and he's already up in the second place. So that makes this a very interesting start. We must have missed a heck of a start here. Chip Michaels up into 8th. RJ Conley up 19 positions. Lap 13. Biggest, the guys who have lost the most so far, Austin Armstrong, 18 positions. Colin Kinzer in 13 positions. And Andrew Sorowick, 11. So, some guys have lost some positions. Some guys have had some very big gains. So, I think the field is up and ready to go back to racing. So, I think we go green next time by. Take a look here. There's a picture of this track and exactly what I'm talking about there. Just a lot more, that first couple of turns, you know, you'll run through it quick, but you can't go into it too hot. You'll just completely understeer into the wall. So you got to just keep a nice, slow pace. They're saying this track 2.01 kilometers, the temperature 26 degrees. That's track temperature, 24 degrees air temperature. So lights are off on the safety car. We're going to go back to racing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the safety car or the pace car will come in. And here they come through turns 3 and 4 here. They're going to look down the front straightaway. The green flag is going to go. James Williamson is going to try and pull away here as quickly as he can. So they fall into turns 1 and 2. James holding on to that lead, doing a nice job, keeping good control of that car. Jack is, though, right behind him, and this time he has the slipstream as they come down the back straight. It's going to be very close now. Look at how close Jack Hedgecock is now. He's now 0.2 of a second behind. This is going to be a lot longer turn, so a lot more time on the throttle. James Williamson doing all he can here to try and stretch this gap out for the lead. Jack Hedgecock looking down the inside. James Williamson staying on that outside. And now the back straight once again. We can see, guys, they're trying to chase down James Williamson, but it's only for the battle with first and second place. Now you can see Alex Rose. He's also trying to get to the back of this P5. Brody Gardner. Look at the battle behind, too, between Cody Barrett and Chip Michaels. Here they come through 1 and 2. Staying very close to each other. This is the battle for 7th. Chip Michaels trying so hard to get around Cody Barrett. He's might make a move down the inside. He looks down the inside. Cody Barrett able to hang it around on the outside. A lot more grip up there. Can keep the throttle down. And now this has brought that target car of Brandon Welsh coming on into the picture here. And now we got 4 cars battling for P7. Let's take a look back at our leaders. Now that gap has increased. 0.4 of a second. Tanner Long, he's a second behind this battle here. Brody Gardner, he's making the move on the inside of Tanner Long. Of RJ Conley. And RJ Conley, he's fighting back. He's on the outside. Those guys trying not to bump into each other, but not leaving much space. Here they come into 1 and 2. This is as exciting as exciting gets. Brody Gardner doing a great job, and he moves up into P4. Gets the slide job done. So let's go through the rest of the pack here. Peyton Schofield, he is gaining some ground here. On to Charles Bertram. He was the man that was hit later on, just a few laps ago, causing the safety car to come out. Andrew Sorowick, he has fallen back. What has happened to Andrew? Oh, he is in the wall, and that's going to bring out another caution here at the Apollo Racing Club at Gateway Autoplex. Or not Gateway Autoplex, the Gateway Speedway, WeatherTech Speedway. So what has happened to Mr. Sorowick? So Andrew Surowick involved in that crash. He's going to try and just make it all the way through, make sure pit lane gets open. It's hard to tell where exactly, because that wasn't a hard. It must have not have been as a hard of a crash, because it's not showing us any crashes on my screen over here, so I can't show a replay. So everybody now coming into the pits, and this is when it gets very interesting. You know, probably getting a fresh set of tires, you know, can go a little bit longer ways now. Probably don't even need fuel at this point. Oh, yeah, you do. You need fuel by now, for sure. 22 laps in, you should just refuel, be able to do another stint a lot longer here. So you can see the guys currently out in front here. They're still on their tires. Top 8 currently still running all the same compound of tires. So Williamson on 21 laps all the way to Chip Michaels. Looking at Jack here, you can just see the gap has slowly, it grew right away at the, like starting at the end there of that run before we went to yellow. You see that gap was starting to really increase between our two leaders. And everybody's slowing down to 85 kilometers per hour. See here, Williamson putting in fastest lap on lap 17. Tanner Long has been quite quick as well here, so. But under caution once again at Gateway, and this is when it gets these stops now are crucial. A lot of these guys are going to try and go to the end here on this run here. It's, you know, they call this an egg-shaped track. You drive each end completely different. Exits 2 and 4 can get tighter on, and especially in turn 2. So drivers will have to be careful here in this race as tires start to wear, not to push too hard. Apparently the tire wear as well is not terribly high, but it's enough that drivers will have to be very mindful not to push too hard too early. So you don't want to push too hard too early. Fuel window is about 50-60 laps, so everybody who is pitted will have to pit again eventually. So one more lap here probably before we go back to green flag. So who can win this race? I mean, the hardest part about doing ovals is being able to time your pit stops just right. If you are able to get green flag clean runs here without these cautions, I mean, you would run 50 laps, pit, and then you could probably get to the end on that. So depending on any cautions that come out. So Austin Armstrong out of this race now. Looks like he's just going to call it a night. Andrew Surwick's going to be a lap down now. So we'll see what happens with him. He's what we would call one of the better drivers, especially on the oval side, Andrew Surowick. He is currently down in 22nd, a lap down. That doesn't look like he's a lap down. It just was showing blue on my screen for some reason. So, but he is going to be on this lead lap. But he's going to be in the very back of the pack. So he has a lot of work to do here. So safety car in this lap. Here they come. Waiting for James Williamson to control the pace, and here we go. Green flag here at Gateway. As they come into turns 1 and 2, Jack is this time. He's pushing hard on those tires now. Trying to get through the exit of the corner. Down the back straight they go here. And Jack on the bumper almost underneath the gearbox of James Williamson. Now they're on the outside. Now they're going through turns 3 and 4. Jack is still right there in that 24. Can he find a way down the inside to get past James Williamson? There he goes. Now they're side by side, but James Williamson hangs it around the outside, gets a better exit off the corner, and now they're driving down the back straight. And this is when things get hairy for these two. Is through turns 3 and 4. You can keep a lot more speed, but you got to wonder, those tires, how worn out are they? You don't want to push too hard because you can definitely understeer it and get tight in any of these corners and end your battle here. So these two are going to have to be very cautious, but you can see these two just absolutely pushing it to the limit with each other as they come down the back straight. Once again, Jack is just inching closer and closer. You can see 0.2 of a second. Can Jack find a way past that 84? Let's go back here. Brody Gardner, he's also getting close for the battle for 3rd place. Here as they come through turns 1 and 2 here, doing a great job keeping good space, not pushing it too hard, not pushing the issue. Oh, and RJ Conley has gotten passed by Alex Rose. Oh, we got a battle here. We have Cody Barrett into the mix here, as well as RJ Conley and Alex Rose. Alex Rose in that Krispy Kreme's looking car, and look at how well he just performed there. Gets ahead of RJ Conley, makes the move stick, and now he's going to have a pack behind him, and it looks like some lap traffic as well, because somebody is falling down the pack. He's just not with the pace right now. So lap 30 coming up here of 85. Brandon Welsh, Chip Michaels side by side here. Chip Michaels on the outside, he makes the move stick on that target car of Brandon Welsh in that 11, and Chip Michaels still remaining in that 8th position. Let's take a look at our leaders. Oh, it's so close now. James Williamson doing his hardest here to keep that lead. He wants the lead, and we have a yellow. That's going to be RJ Conley and Cody Barrett. Oh, they just get together, RJ Conley and Cody Barrett, and both into the wall hard. Ouch. And that is why we have a caution out here. And oh no. That is not what you like to see there. Cody Barrett just not having a good time there. RJ Conley, as well as Matthew Rice, he's into the pits. Cody Barrett into the pits, and RJ Conley into the pits lane as well. So now everybody coming in. That was a very hard hit. I hope we can actually look back at that. See these guys come off pit lane here. Let's just look at that one more time. Yep, just got him down low and hooked him too. Right on the rear tire on that rear left. And that ends this run here that they were having a great battle. Oh, and then of course RJ Conley and Matthew Rice just getting in the way as well. Was not in the way, just had nowhere to go there, and that wrecks him out as well. So who was that? Looks like the 502's been having some issues because they're lapped down as well. So everybody coming back out. Tanner Long will be the new leader of this race. He did not pit there. So everybody thinking you're going to go a little bit longer, but a lot more guys are on some fresher tires. So let's see who's made a stop. Brody Gardner, James Williamson, Jax Hedgecox, Alex Rose, Austin Armstrong, Brandon Welsh, Charles Bertram, Peyton Schofield is out. Nick Jude's into the pits now. So the guys who have had a tow are currently still in the pit lane here. So I don't know why they call them out when they're clearly not out. So, but Colin Kinzer also on a one-stop. Let's see, Peyton Schofield is on a one-stop. Same with Deontay Young also on a one stop. So currently, so some guys, Austin Armstrong making another pit stop, so he's going to have even fresher tires a little bit here. Well, excuse me, he's actually out of sequence. He must have had an incident earlier. Again, we joined in the session late, so I'm not sure what happened there on those top, or exactly what happened at the beginning of this race. So everybody will pit, pretty much pit except for the top 6 currently of Tanner Long, Chip Michaels, Craig Bray, Eric Olivia. Andrew Sorwick has not stopped. I mean, he did have an accident, so he did stop. I don't know why that's showing he didn't. Mark Harrison as well hasn't stopped. Did he not stop? I think he did. I'm not sure, though. I'll have to ask if he did stop there or if he just continued on after the race. So you can see everybody's still at pace here. Pace car lights are out, so we're going back to green flag racing here. Field lining up here. Tanner Long will take the green flag. Be his first lead lap of the night. Pace cars in. And here we go. It's green flag action here at Gateway at the Apollo Racing Club Indycar League here on iRacing. Tanner Long just going to try and find the gap here between him and Chip Michaels. You got to remember, Chip Michaels was very racy there before something happened. Oh, Jack Hedgecock has had an issue as well. And oh no, oh no, oh no.
Go, bro.
Let's take a look at what happened. Going side by side here. Oh, the guy just got loose. That was Williamson who got loose and took out Jack Hedgecock, and that is not what you wanted to happen there. That was James Williamson and Jack Hedgecock, or known as Rogue for a lot of people. He is out of this race now. You have one problem, and that ends your night. So it looks like Jack is able to get that car back into pit lane. That will save him some time. So, but no. So now all these guys up in front here are going to enjoy this. It looks like some more guys have Chip Michaels into the pit lane. Craig Bray, Mark Harrison all pitting here on this lap. Tanner Long still out there. Andrew Sorwick, Eric Olivia, Brody Gardner, Alex Rose. Oh, excuse me, just the top 3 currently have not pitted. But again, under caution at Gateway. Take a look at exactly what happened there. James Williamson, Jack Hedgecock next to each other, and boom! Right into the wall. That is a just not a great way to end that fight. That was going to become a very interesting fight to see who was going to come out on top. James Williamson still in the pits. He's out now. So, who can come out on top on this one? I mean, anybody can win this race. This has been exciting so far, but we're seeing some guys really struggle, especially in traffic. In traffic, this car is pretty tough to handle. It seems like a lot of aero wash coming off these corners. But who do you think's gonna win here? Let you leave your predictions in chat. Brandon Welsh raced well last week at Long Beach. Took the first win of the season. Can he get a win here on an oval? Show that he's good on both disciplines, and that's exactly what you need to win a championship. And if you go back-to-back wins here, you're setting yourself up for a good season up front. If you can do back-to-back wins, so it's going to be very interesting. Again, last season, Andrew Surowick, last season's champion. Very good on the ovals. Had some good, strong road races. So, but he is definitely the man who can lead a very tight race, especially out in front on an oval. So safety car lights are out, or pace car lights, excuse me. They'll come down the front straight once again. Tanner Long in the lead. He's going to have some competition behind him. These guys are going to want to be up front as soon as possible because they got guys on fresher rubber behind them. So here we go. Green flag flies. Tanner Long, he's going to take off from the lead with Eric Olivia and Andrew Surowick right behind. Here they come through turns 1 and 2. Tanner Long doing a great job holding on to that lead. He's not going to have any sort of threats behind him with Andrew Surowick or Eric Olivia at this time. But Andrew Surowick, he's pumping that throttle down because he wants a win here tonight to get his bid up for defending his title here at Apollo Racing Club. And now we've had another yellow. That's Chip Michaels. Yes, it was Chip Michaels. Not happy for him. I feel for that one. He just got probably loose again. Got loose in these corners and just lost it because you can see how badly damaged that car is. Hit the rear wing. Luckily, again, 2 quick repairs here at Apollo Racing Club IndyCar League. We don't, we want to have people continue the race, even though they might have messed up once, especially on these ovals. These ovals can somewhat be a challenge because they're a little bit longer race. You're constantly pushing. Like on road courses, you get into a flow and a rhythm. Here, it's just your pedal to the metal and just trying to find a run off the corner. You can't really get into a nice rhythm because eventually the car condition or the condition of how you go through the turns kind of changes up a little bit. You can't really dive down turns because you'll just overwork the tires. So James Williamson still back there in 16th. He was once the leader of this race before even like on this at the beginning, early stages, he took the lead. Nick Jude in 13th. So, who's currently on this lead lap here? So, everybody down to James Williamson is all a lap down, is all on the lead lap. Excuse me, yeah, and then James Williamson, Jack Hedgecock, Chip Michaels, Matthew Rice, RJ Conley, Cody Barrett. And it looks like John Krauser, he's also out of this race. Yep, he's out. He says he's on track. Okay, so good. He is on track. I don't know why our scoreboard was saying he was out. Chip Michaels is getting his car repaired, and he's back out. So Andrew Surwick in third place. Tanner Long in first. So the top 5 currently still doing a good job here. There's the pit stops again. Austin Armstrong already on 2 stops, but the top 3 currently has not stopped yet. So you gotta wonder how these tires are feeling about now. Was this maybe the lap to pit? I think we got 1 to go here. No, but still not 1. We got 2 to go here, I think. So the 64, Tanner Long, Eric Levy in the 13. He is in second. Andrew Surwick third, and then number 22 is 53, Brody Gardner. Austin Armstrong in third, Alex Rose in the 111, Brandon Welsh in that number 11, sitting in seventh, and Colin Kinzer in the number 46, sitting in 8. Charles Bertram in that 34, currently in 9th. Deontay Young wrapping out our top 10 in the number 2. So trying to get used to seeing all these different liveries, so I'll eventually remember. Just been the first couple of weeks here, just trying to get acclimated with everything. Safety car lights out, pace car lights out, excuse me, so we'll go back to green. Lap 45 of 85 will go green on 46. So we have about just getting to that halfway point here. So safety car in this time by, and we're going back to green flag racing. Tanner Long still in the race lead. Hopefully nothing else happens behind him so he can maybe get a good green flag pit stop out. But, again, green flag pit stop will lose you tons of time, especially if something goes wrong. But here we go, green flag. Tanner Long out in the lead here. He's being chased by Eric Olivia and Andrew Surwick. Look at the group behind him. These guys sticking well with each other here. Now we're seeing some action side by side for Peyton Schofield. Can he make the move? He's on the outside there, I believe. No, it's going to be, I think it's guy on the, looks like Dion. That's Craig Bray, actually, behind them. Who's that? Is that his?
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Must be a lap car because we have a yellow flag now. I could not figure out what happened there, but let's take a look, see what happened. Looks like nothing that, again, registered. So Tanner Long he's still actually in the lead. Are people going to pit now? Or is this top 3 going to just continue on these tires? That's really one of the hardest decisions now you got to make. If you're going to pit, you got to pit this time. Maybe the consequences won't be so bad. So not sure who that black car was. And now we're coming into the pit lane here. Andrew Surowick stays out. Eric Olivia and Tanner Long both into the pit, so that's going to put Andrew up into the race lead. Now here we go, guys, into the pit lane. Tanner Long currently should be almost done with his pit stop here, and he is. Hopefully soon. So Tanner Long coming out. He's still ahead of Eric Olivia. Andrew Surowick now. He's into the pits. Lap too late, I think. Is he? No, this timing thing. This overlay definitely does not like to be nice sometimes. So it makes it very confusing when I start seeing the leader going down the leaderboard. So Andrew Surowick, the only man who hasn't pitted yet. Brody Garner, he's made up 10 positions now, and he's going to be he's going to be the new race leader when Andrew pits, unless something happens to him on the restart. So pace car lights are out. It is time to go green again here at Gateway. As you can see, these guys, they are taking no for an answer here. Okay. I don't know why he's trying that, but we'll see what happens here. He's actually, am I seeing what I'm seeing here? A man in this league race is trying to grass dip. Okay. I thought the lights were out, so it looks like we're going another time by. So everybody, one more time around. It looks like, again, safety car lights are out. So let's try and get back to green flag racing. Of course, if you're interested in signing up and joining the ARC Indycar League, head over to apolloracing.club and sign up there. There's a form to fill out, and we'll send you a link to the Discord, and you can join us here on Discord and sign up for the league and have a good time here. Because next week, where do we head next week? Well, it does not matter now, so we'll worry about that later. It is time, ladies and gentlemen, to go back to green flag racing. They're down the back stretch. That safety car will pull in here very shortly. Andrew Surowick with the lead. Has not pitted, though. So when he pits, Brody Garner will become the next leader of this race. So there goes the pace car. Andrew Surowick, he's known to go early, but he's known to mix it up a lot here as well. Here he goes, green flag. Green flag. We're racing again here at Gateway. Coming down turn one, Andrew Serwick, he's going to drive away with this for a little while. Brody Garner, as he gets a little bit wide off the corner. Now this is going to be an opportunity for Austin Armstrong. He's looking for a way through, and now we've had another yellow flag as a huge wreck has happened right in front of us. Let's take a look at what happened here. John Krauser, he's up in the front. He has two guys below him. Oh, and James Williamson, he just got loose to the corner. Let's see that one more time here from the blimp. James Williamson, he just goes into the corner way hot, collects John Krauser, and collects everybody else behind. So not a good night for John Krauser or James Williamson, as now Serwick, I think he's in the pits at this point. No, he's not. Brody Gardner right behind, though. But another crash, and ends up ending some people's runs there. Cody Barrett was involved. John Krauser, James Williamson, obviously the man who just got loose, and he is out of this race, ladies and gentlemen. He is out. So is Chip Michaels and Jack's. Oh, no, Jack's here. Is Chip's here? Yes, he is. There we go. Well, Cody has left the session now. He's in the pits. I don't see his livery, though, because... Nope, there he is. Okay, he's still here. So he's still in this race. He'll get a fast repair, but that is a long tow at the start of this. Well, just to tow back. So he'll have some time before he'll get back out on track here. But Andrew Serwick still electing not to pit. And he's quick. But Austin Armstrong, he is... Look at what he's doing. I'm sorry, but you can't do that, man. Don't know what you're doing. See here if any temperature has any. I don't think this updates the temperature. Honestly, I can't remember if it's supposed to or not, but it looks like it didn't. So. Charles Bertram's up 11 positions now. He's up in the 7th, and he has stopped. So he's looking quick here. So here we go. Getting ready to go back green flag racing. I think we have one more lap to go here before we go back to green. Looks like Tanner Long is out. Is that correct? Yes, he is. No, he's not. He's out there on track. Thank you, score. So looks like just scoreboard glitches again. So we'll make sure we get that fixed up. So here we go again. One more time around, and we'll go back to green flag racing. Andrew Serwick, so your race leader, has had great starts here. He's able to get a gap on those old tires, and it doesn't really shrink. But if we could just get a green flag run here, that would be awesome. So Brody Gardner in 2nd, Austin Armstrong in 3rd, Brandon Welsh in 4th, Colin Kinzer in 5th place, Alex Rose in 6th, Charles Bertram 7th, Deontay Young in 8th, Peyton Schofield in 9th, and Craig Bray in 10th. That's your top 10. Everybody except for the leader has all made a pit stop, so they're all on fresher rubber here. pit strategy for everybody looks like. See, look at that second stint, already 24 laps in. And Andrew Surwick, he's already been able to outpace everybody on these tires. So everybody lining up here. Andrew Surwick, your race leader. We're just waiting on him to go. And here he goes. He takes off from the lead of the race. Gets a nice healthy gap as they come into turns 1 and 2. Let's keep an eye all the way back through the field.
Yellow flag is out.
Something has happened behind. Oh, and it's Tanner Long again. He's up there at the wall. What has happened to Tanner Long? So we get going here. And we just lose him. See if we can get him back here. Yeah, he just goes off the face of the planet. Okay. We'll have to fast forward through here because he's under caution. I don't know what has happened. It showed that he crashed. So, okay. He's still driving around a broken car. So, yes, he has been a victim of an incident here. You can see that wing, and he's having just a tough time keeping that car out of the wall. He's hoping that pit lane opens any time here. Well, Andrew pit now. No, he does not. No, it was at the start of the race. I heard some metal. I didn't realize who it was, but Tanner Long must have just lost the car. And into the wall he went because he had damage before I got to him. So it is kind of an interesting series of events that probably happened. So well, I'll just find out what exactly happened after the race. But Tanner Long, his night just went from bad to worse. Andrew Surwick, still the race leader. He has not pitted. Again, let's take a look at the pit strategies of the top 8, excuse me. So Surwick currently 59 laps on his tires. Gardner's only on 28 laps. Armstrong 27. Welch 28. Kinzer has not pit as well. He's still on those tires. And Young is still as well on the Entree Young on the 59 lap old tires as well. But Andrew Surwick's, he's probably going to he'll probably get guys to pit at the same time he will. When he finally makes a pit stop, again, he'll pit between, the fuel window is 50 to 60 laps. So he's got to be on that fuel level. He's been able to take care of the tires. So I think it's one more time around here. Those lights off? Yes, they are. So we're going back to green. Next time by. Andrew Surwick in the race lead. Brody Gardner in second. Austin Armstrong in third. And that number 3. These are the crucial laps here with 25 to go. These laps are incredibly crucial as we go to green. Andrew Surwick can just go a few more laps. He'll have a chance to win at the end. That's how I'm predicting this to go down. There goes the pace car. Andrew Surwick, he is known to start. He's going to go. And we are back to green, folks, here at Gateway. Round number 2 of the ARC iRacing Indycar League. Andrew Surwick still keeping a healthy lead. Let's take a look at the behind everybody. Oh, did we just have someone spin? It was. Who was that? That was. Oh, and Eric Olivia gets involved as well. That's. Who was that? That was. Was that Jack? It was Jack Hedgecox. As he comes down into turns 1 and 2, just got right on that inside curve and into the wall he went. That's going to be absolutely terrible for the later stages here. Again, crucial laps, and it looks like
Have a good race.
Eric Olivia was the man who got into the back of Jack. And again, cautions breed cautions here at Apollo Racing Club, it seems like. So, Andrew Surwick, he's probably going to stay out. I mean, these cautions are starting to get a little bit wary here as we're getting to the final stages here. I thought we had some good green flag racing there at the beginning. Well, that has not been the case here in the latter half of this race. Oh, I'm not back on left. There we go. Now we're back. Andrew Surwick, race leader. Let's look outside the top 10 here. Nick Jude up into 10th place. See how many positions he has gained. He has gained 12 since the beginning of this race. Craig Bray has gained 5. Peyton Schofield, 12. Eric Olivia, who was part of that accident, he gained 6 so far. Chip Michaels, who's currently a lap down. Matthew Rice as well is... He's a lap down as well. RJ Conley, a lap down. And Mark Harrison. John Krauser is in 18th, currently 2 laps down. Cody Barrett a few laps down as well. Jack Hedgecox has left. James Williamson, Tanner Long have all left this race. So we go next week to a road course. Of course, let's see. Exactly where. Next week, Road America. Another road course. We've had some fun there. Of course, join us next week at 9 Eastern for that one. Right now, if you are Andrew Surwick, you're liking the cautions because nobody's pressuring you, but it's going to mess up that race strategy just a little bit, I'm guessing. He's probably hoping to be pitting by now, but these cautions are just helping him on those tires, on his fuel. Every time, it seems like all he has to do is just put on map 8 half this race so far is that race leader. Pace car lights out. It's time to go racing again, folks. So we'll get the field lined up here, single file. Andrew Sarwick, your race leader, has been in the lead of this race for quite a while now. Pace car in this time. And we'll let the field roll away. Andrew Sarwick in the lead. He controls the field here. He's going to go. Green flag flies, and we're back racing here at Gateway. Let's see what happens here towards the back. You can see Austin Armstrong. He is wanting to get by as fast as he can into P2 if he wants a chance at a win here. You can just see guys in the back here. Nothing happening on the start, so we're back into the rhythm of things. But you can see Nick Jude, he's fiercely trying to get through some lap traffic. That's John Krauser, who's on that outside. You can see guys are trying to stay low. Their tires are fresher, but you can see this battle. It's starting to get a little bit spicy towards behind them because that's Nick Jude, Craig Bray, and Eric Olivia. And Peyton Schofield, he's down the inside this time of Peyton Schofield, Craig Bray, but not able to make that move stick. There he goes on the inside once again. Peyton Schofield can't get it done as now Craig Bray starts to drive away in his position. So DeAndre Young getting a little bit racy as well onto Charles Bertram as they come down the back straight in the 3 and 4. See how close it is. That slipstream really doing some great work as they come through 1 and 2. Look again, so much different than 3 and 4. You can get so tight going down into turns 1 and 2 if you're not cautious on how you have your ARB and weight jacker all set up. Battle going on, continuing on here. That's the battle for 7th. Battle for the lead currently 0.6 of a second now. Austin Armstrong right on the tail of Brody Garner. He really wants it to get into that second position and have a chance at the race win as we are falling down here. 15 laps to go when they cross the line. 14 laps now, excuse me. He was just coming across the line during 15 laps to go. Andrew Sarwick still in that race lead. He's got to pit at some point because he has not. Colin Kinzer, Brandon Welsh scrapping it out here for P4. Colin Kinzer could have won the race at Long Beach last week. He started P2 before there was some massive chaos going into turn 1, and that eventually ended that. So Colin Kinzer, he's got the move, he's got the speed. Now he's side by side as they come into turns 3 and 4. Who has the better line? Who's going to have the better exit? Looks like Brandon Welsh, he's holding it around the outside, has a lot more grip coming off the exit now. And what a great defensive move there to continue on and hold his position here. He knows a position loss is not going to help him in his cause to try and maybe get another race victory here as well. But Colin Kinzer still putting the pressure on down the back straight. He's gotten that slipstream and he's getting sucked to the back of Brandon Welsh. Andrew Sarwick still race leader here. These guys are just absolutely scrapping it out here. Charles Bertram now is also getting closer to the back end of Alex Rose. Nick Jude is also making some headway. Oh, it's a three-way battle here. And Nick Jude on the inside. He's going to try and make a move stick here. He's on the inside of Mark Feeney now. And here they come through turns 3 and 4. Mark Feeney getting the better grip on the exit. He's able to hold on to the position. But now they're going down the front straight. And this is where this turn, if you make a move down the inside, you better make it quick. Does not happen. He's too far back. And now he's going to have to defend off of Craig Bray in that 11. Excuse me. That's not Craig Bray. That's a lap car of somebody's. Wish I could see the number from here, but I can't. So some lap traffic trying to get involved in these battles, trying to move themselves up the field here. Charles Bertram has lost a little bit of time here. Colin Kinzer now, 1/10. He is just sticking right on the tail of Brandon Welsh. These two are scrapping it out here for that 4th position. Surwick still out there on those tires. We're going to be hitting a mark here. Did Andrew Surwick not pit? He must have had to. I don't know why it doesn't show that he did. Shows he did 0 pit stops, so he will be able to continue on, apparently. So Andrew Surwick now with 6 laps to go, 7 laps to go here at Gateway. Can he win the first oval of the season? Pick up some valuable points for his title defense. Well, that's Nick Jude. That's in that 11th spot. So I was just confused the entire time. But DeAndre Young, currently in 8th. He's had a good race. He'll be happy about that. Mark Feeney there. Peyton Schofield getting some pressure from a lap car, unless that's Craig. That's not his Craig. That's the target car. I can't even tell you who that is. But Peyton Schofield's holding on to that inside. That outside line is going to actually work for whoever that is. Get through this lap. He wants to get through the traffic in front of him so he can maybe have a chance if there's a caution here shortly. But I don't think so. It's been pretty caution-free the last 10 laps here. Now on 81 of 85. 4 laps to go when they cross the line. Brody Gardner, he thought he was going to have some pressure towards the later stages of this race. But look at this battle here. The battle for the lead now. Brody Gardner, he's gotten closer to Andrew Surwick. Here we go. Last few laps to go here. 3 laps when they cross the line. Next time by. Brody Gardner, he's getting closer and closer, but those tires are really starting to work now. Surwick holding on to the gap here. 0.3 of a second as they come into turns 1 and 2. See, that gap just got so much closer towards the latter stages of this race since the last caution. And we got 2 laps to go. White flag next time by here at Gateway. Andrew Surwick in the race lead. Can he get it done here? He'll see the white flag. Brody Gardner, he's doing a great job here. He's keeping up. Look how much more of a gap now it's coming out. He's not gaining the time on the exit of the corner. He's trying to find on the entry. He's just going to have to wait. But Andrew Surwick has done it all. He is rounding turn 4 now. He sees the checkered flag, and Andrew Surwick will take the race victory. Brody Gardner in 2nd, Austin Armstrong 3rd, Brandon Walsh, Colin Kinzer in 5th, Alex Rose in 6th place. Charles Bertram comes home to 7th. DeAndre Young gets 8th place. Peyton Schofield picks up 9th place. Mark Feeney picking up 10th, Craig Bray in 11th, Eric Olivia in 8th, and 12th, Nick Jude in 13th. Chip Michaels comes home to P14, Matthew Rice in P15, Mark Harrison in P17, Cody Barrett in 18th. That's your finishers, and John Krauser finishes in 19th. So, but Andrew Sorowick takes the victory here at Gateway. That was a burnout. That was very highly competitive race, especially at the end there. Brody Gardner, he will just know he was that close. Just very, very close to taking a race win here. So let's go ahead and talk to the man who won this race as soon as he is done with those burnouts. As he's taking the winner's lap around the track. Nicely done by him. He had to just not succumb to the pressure behind him, but he did it flawlessly, and it's time to listen. MLG, you're a race winner here again at Apollo Racing Club. How was that race for you?
It did not start out the way I wanted it to at all. Obviously, had a really bad qualifying. Hit the wall on my second lap, so that voided my my run. And then just getting taken out kind of early there and pitting, and then all those yellows definitely helped get me there. But yeah, just trying to hold on to it at the end there. Early on in that last run there, kind of killed off the right front, so Brody was starting to catch me, but able to just hold on to it. It was
Now,
very interesting race, though.
First time at Gateway here at Apollo Racing Club. How did you think of it? What do you think of the track? Is it something you would like to do it again?
I mean, I love the track. It was actually the first track that I got my first ever Indycar win in official races, so this place has always held a special place in my heart. Just for that, but yeah, just I mean, I wouldn't mind coming back here again. But the way the race went, I'm sure not a lot of the guys want to. But yeah, that's just part of it. It was kind of just a rough race all around, but I love racing here, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you said before the race, this is in the notes and things that we talked about prior to this race. It's an egg-shaped track, so lots basically different on every turn. And were you surprised by the tire degradation? Were you just saving the tires? You weren't pushing that hard because you were getting some great runs, especially when we had restarts.
Yeah, the tire deg was actually better than what I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be real high, but ended up being quite a bit lower. But it definitely played a role in the longer runs. So yeah, those last few laps, I was just really trying to just hold on, because about the first 10 laps or so, I was just digging real hard and ended up killing off the tires. So the last few laps there, I was just trying to hold on to the damn thing. It was but it was a lot better than I expected.
Well, you're a race winner here again at Apollo Racing Club, the master of the ovals, Andrew Sorowick.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night, and we'll see you next week for Road America. And thank you so much for everybody watching at home this evening. Of course, you can always sign up to race here at Apollo Racing Club. Head over to apolloracing.club and sign up today. You can join our IndyCar League. We also have several other leagues as well. Thank you to Driver61, as well as grid-finder.com. To start your sim racing career today, head over to grid-finder.com. For everybody here at Apollo Racing Club, we want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time here with, I forgot one thing. We got Codemasters F1 racing here on Sundays. So join them on the broadcast, and we'll see you all next week.